Welcome everybody to RVT. This is RVT Rashid's video too. We're going to talk to RJC Rashid Music with Center. Rashid's Music Jukebox Center. Sweetie, you ready to do this? Let's do this. You see what just happened? I stole my Music Jukebox Center. And I am Rashid, the man coming on live on social media, Google, YouTube, Instagram, or other social media platforms. Glad you guys here. You guys could be anywhere, but you're here, and that makes me happy. Thank you guys so much for choosing to come over here and look at our content. Happy Chase and all the Sadisis out there. Happy holidays. And for you guys, my Rashid B's, my subscribers, welcome. And I got some treats for you, man. Y'all gonna love this. Y'all gonna love it. But first, I want to start off by saying we got some shows coming up. We have another episode of Linda Lace coming up. But before that, we have a tour of North Sheet. That's what I meant to say. A tour of North Sheet coming up. Tour of North Sheet is a place that Linda Lace lives in the animation and streaming on RVT Rashid's video too. You see? So we have a tour of that. You guys should like that. Any Linda Lace fans out there. Also, we have another Linda Lace animation coming up. Linda goes to the picture show. Yeah, she goes to the picture show, goes to the movies, and that's awesome. That's awesome to see. Linda Lace goes to the movies. It's the next episode coming up. Awesome. And with that in mind, keep in mind also for Cowboy Rashid, another episode, which is a documentary show we have on here, Rashid's video too, discussing topics of the supernatural, some of them. Then some topics are talking about just situations that people normally don't discuss in a podcast. We featured on cults, focusing on the Jim Jones incident. Yeah, that's a hard piece, what happened to Jonestown and all. And what was behind the motive? You know, cults in general, David Koresh and Heaven's Gate with Applewhite and all of these type things. Stay tuned for Rashid Cowboy. Awesome. Y'all should really like that if you're into documentaries. With that in mind, here's another piece for you guys. Just a reminder, this episode of Rashid's RVT Video Tube is sponsored by Rose Films. Rose Films is an RVT independent film production featuring Rashid films and shows. Alright, now with that all out of the way, let's get things started to this next show that we have, episode 3 of Long Gone. Yes, we have another episode of Long Gone, and I'm really, really excited about it. Really excited about it.
A glorious day.
And a complete breakfast with
Blueberry.
Huh? Into the waves, Boo.
Bye-bye. Frankenberry has strawberry-flavored sweeties.
Count Chocula has chocolate sweeties.
And Blueberry with blueberry-flavored sweeties.
And here are the mini monsters. 5 monsters in all. You can trade them with friends and put on a show. 1 mini monster in specially marked boxes of the monster cereals.
And what's more exciting about it is because of what we're going to be talking about. These discussions are primarily about things we don't see anymore. You're never going to see the things again. And that hurts. I know that really hurts. That hurts. We're never going to see them, the planet Earth. You're never going to see some topics, some things again. You're never going to see them again. And we're going to be discussing what's missing, what can't we see anymore. Like it could be from dishes, to electronics, from to furniture we used to have, to even beliefs we used to believe. Maybe we think about branching off into that. So what do you think about that, sweetie? Yeah, we think about even that, right? So what don't exist anymore that used to be here? You know? Even cereal, we spoke about sugar pops. How they discontinued making sugar pops. And that's a heartbeat. That's a heartbreak right there for a lot of people. Not to us, we really like them. I mean, we surprised Grape Nuts still on the fucking thing. And Grape Nuts are some shit there. You need metal teeth for that cereal, and that's still around. So, of course, about the Grape Nut thing. But all in all, we was talking about this right here also. This vanilla crunch thing. And I liked it. You know why I like this? Because that whale right there is cute. And she looks like she could be like one of my drawings. I don't know. She just looks like she could be one of our drawings that I could make. She's just so cute. And the binoculars here. Who remember those binoculars? Those binoculars right there have a lot of memories with them. Yeah, go ahead. Say what you gotta say. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember. They weren't their color. I think they were gray. Yeah, but I remember those binoculars in particular. I mean, I do. I remember them. A lot of memories with them binoculars right there. A lot of memories with them. They go way, way back. Crunch, I know Crunch, you already on the binoculars already. Yeah, Rashid. I'm looking at the binoculars right now. Yeah. Hey, you think they ever gonna come back? Not likely. I don't think they ever gonna come back, Rashid. Oh shit. Well, sweetie, that's a hurt piece. Well, I'm sorry. Well, it's just I had a lot of fun with them, and I know I could use them right now because we getting our gear together right for RBT, and we need some binoculars, Yeah, but these are discontinued. You gotta go to another store to get them. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you're right. You're looking at them pretty hard. Well, Rashid, let me tell you something right now. I'm thinking about the last show you did. Oh. The last show you did about Long Gone. Okay, the last show I did about Long Gone. All right, you talked about Captain Crunch and monkeys jumping around eating my cereal. Yeah. Don't tell me you're offended by it. No, I'm not offended, Rashid. But I got something to say about the YouTube thing. Okay, all right. We didn't make the commercial. I mean, Dusty did. No, I know you didn't make the commercial. All right, we didn't make the commercial. No, I know you didn't make the commercial, Rashid. But I just want to say something. Yeah, say something. Speak your mind. That's what RBT is. Yeah, speak your mind. On those commercials on YouTube and social media, maybe Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. Where was I at in the commercial? Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, where was Captain Crunch at? Where was I at, Rashid? I don't know. You mean to tell me they have monkey people in it without me? Yeah, it's so many words. Yeah, but you want to call them monkey people? I mean, I was just saying that. It's so bad. No, speak the truth. You said. Why you change this shit for? Okay, all right. I don't mean you change shit. Don't change shit. Okay, all right. They're eating my cereal, but where was I at in the commercial? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I never thought about that. I never fucking thought about that. I was nowhere to be found. Yeah. Where was I at, Rashid? You keep asking me that. I don't know.
There she blows, Captain Crunch. A great white whale.
Where is she, Dave?
Right behind you.
Oh, so she is.
Sea-Dog, a whale's gonna swallow Captain Crunch. Man, the harpoon gun.
Hold it! This is Wilma, the winsome white whale, and she's a friend. She's here to help me introduce a brand new Captain Crunch cereal.
A new cereal?
Open wide, Wilma. And there it is. Captain Crunch's Vanilla Crunch. Crispy, creamy-colored globes of goodness. And the best part is, it's vanilla flavored.
A vanilla-flavored breakfast cereal. Don't that beat all?
I certainly hope so. Vanilla Crunch is a whale of a cereal.
brand new Captain Crunch's Vanilla Crunch, the sweet cereal with the vanilla flavor.
It's at your grocer's now. Look for me and Sea-Dog on the package.
Ask YouTube. Ask somebody who did the commercials. I don't. YouTube didn't do the commercials. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you. There gotta be somebody who did the commercials, Rashid. Well, I don't know who did them. I don't know. Somebody did them. I was nowhere to be found in the commercials. No. You was nowhere to be found. A lot of people was jumping up in the air, flipping upside down, but you was nowhere to be found. See, I don't like that. Yeah. It's a conspiracy. Yeah, I guess so. Do I look like Ronald McDonald, Rashid? Rashid, I asked you a question. What the fuck you want me to... what kind of question? Do I look like Ronald McDonald? No, you don't look like Ronald. No, you don't look like Ronald McDonald. Then where was I at? You know what? Can we just get it? Where was I at, Rashid, in the commercials? They jumping around. I don't know. Flipping upside down. I don't know. Why would you jump around and eat my cereal in the first place, Rashid? Answer me that. I never thought about it that way. I never thought about it. Why would you want to hang upside down and eat my cereal, Rashid? If there weren't monkey people? I don't know. Am I Ronald McDonald? No, you're not Ronald McDonald. Then where was I at in the commercial? I don't know. But I tell you what, you come back later and we can discuss it. I'm not going to go far, Rashid, because I want to know where the fuck was I at. And go, well, I will discuss it when you come back. How about that? Okay, but I do remember these binoculars right here. I'll look into getting you a pair. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. No problem. And thanks for having me on RBT. Sure. And there goes Captain... He's not the real Captain Crunch in the cereal. Yeah, he's Captain Crunch, something like that. Oh well, yeah. Don't get him confused, guys, with the real deal. I don't think he'll like that too much. You know, copyrights and all. We got enough of copyrights. Oh well. I mean, we ain't got a problem. But you know, in general. Anyway, let's get back to what don't we see anymore? We don't have a really huge list up for you guys, but we do have a hell of a list here of what don't we see no more. Okay, the first on the list we have when you was a teenager or a young person, and I'm gonna give it's possible some older people had this. It's possible some older people had this. It is. Because if I was this age, I would have one. I'm not going to lie to you. I would have one. So, it's the see-through, colorful phone right here. You always think of Madonna or somebody when it comes to these phones. You know? And... You may say, what the fuck? I always wanted one of these phones. And they have so many different kinds. And you can actually see through these phones. And I don't know if they ring. Do they light up or something when they look like they light up when they ring. You cannot. Now listen, guys. I cut it like that. You cannot go to a store and get one of these phones again. Now, dry your eyes. This is one of the phones I want to talk about here. You cannot go to a store and purchase one of these phones. Those days are over. Usually you will go to Kmart, Gimbals, and purchase one of these phones right here. I think they lit up when they rang. I think they sparkled or something like that. There's always a white volley girl on the movie that had one of these. But when you saw them, you said, I want one of those. You know, I wouldn't mind having that. The popular phone was the Mickey Mouse phone. Everybody know that. But nonetheless, these phones right here, you looked at them and said, okay, I could have one of those. I could really dig into one of these phones right here. You know? It looks pretty. It looks good. I like shit like that. I know. I could dig that. In a way, you know, we had a top tens, and that's one of the things that people don't know about me. When I was younger, right? Stayed on the phone all the time. I'm close to my friends. I love my friends. They ain't love me back, but so what? So no, they love me back. So yeah, they did. I had some really good friends, but the point of the matter is, I would have had one of the phones if I'd have came across it. And I think they was covered. You got them. They came in plastic. You know that heavy, thick plastic. They came like that. So whoever had one of them phones, congratulations on you, man. Congratulations on you. You had one of them. And only you know if when they rang, did they spark? I think they lit up or something like that. You cannot. There's nowhere on the planet Earth that you can walk into a store and purchase one of these phones again, unless it's a special kind of store. I'm sure they got them online though. Everything we talk about, I'm sure you can get them online. Don't quote me. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Don't quote me and shit like that. But nonetheless, you can get a lot of these things online. And if you find a good retro store, then you're in, like Flint. I mean, you go in there, but it's rare. It's fucking like really rare that you can walk in the store and purchase one of these phones. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, it's very rare. But I would like to get one of these volley girl phones. Let's call them volley girl phones. Whatever. Like, please, get out my, face. Get out my, face. Yeah, the weave. See, we urban, they really didn't call nobody dweebs. That was in, the suburban schools. You dweeb. But somehow everybody fucking nerds now because of social media. Anyway, can't figure that out. So that you cannot buy one of these phones anymore. And that's too bad. That's too damn bad. So let's move on to our next one. The next one holds some sentimental value. And for that, I'm going to play something. I got to do this. Let's play for this next one, because this is a special one. Yeah, this is a special one. It's just a special thing. Because I might hurt a lot of people's feelings. Okay. Let's see if I can find something here. Like I said, you might come across a store there was a crooked man that had a crooked smile, that had a crooked walk, with a crooked bow. You might go into a store and find a crooked owner to sell one of these bucket things. I mean, I won't be surprised. They out there. They out there somewhere. You got to take in the back streets. And I don't mean Backstreet Boys and all that shit. Yeah, definitely. They don't have it no more. They don't have none of these shit. They don't have this no more. I want to say good fucking riddance, but a lot of people like me on here, and they my subscribers. They Rashid, go easy, you know. Especially about the next one it's basically about the next one I'm about to talk about. That we don't have no more. It's about that one, you know. And I don't know. Gotta get the right song with it. Here's the next one right here. Goodbye, farewell, so long. It's nowhere on the planet Earth that you could go somewhere and find this style again. Thank good fucking riddance on this. There's nowhere you can walk into a sneaker store anymore on the planet Earth and purchase Air Jordans like this. Now everybody has social media sneakers now, all over the place. And on the right hand side, that right there, they have sneakers for different occasions. That one, the white boys wore. That was for hiking or whatever like that. And there's a name on the side of it. I just can't read that. We can't read the name, you know. Can't read the name, but there's nowhere. No sneaker store ever on the planet Earth you can walk in and purchase these sneakers right here. That's over with. It's going, and when you can find a store like that, then you are fucking good. Discontinue, and you can never ever find these sneakers again. Now, like what we're seeing, there's social media sneakers. There's social media sneakers, you see. And the social media sneakers got lights on them and stuff like that. They got pouches. They got stuff for your cell phones and your memory cards, just memory sticks and stuff. They got stuff like that on sneakers now for your computer, you see. And you can't go nowhere and get this basketball or this hiking or this style. Both of these styles right here anymore on the face of the earth. They are not coming back. They are like bell-bottom pants, and you gotta say goodbye to them because they are out of here. You ain't gotta worry about nobody stalking you, want to take your sneakers and sell them. You ain't gotta worry about wiping off your sneakers and all that shit no more. All of that is flushed down the drain. Because this right here is insane. It was insane from the beginning. People ain't even play basketball with these things. This thing cost like $200, $300, somewhere, you know. And you use these sneakers for all kinds. Crocs kicked these guys' ass. When Crocs came out, they kicked this shit ass. But the point of the matter is, you cannot go into a store and buy any of these kind of sneaker styles again. They're not coming back. They're not ever coming back. They're all gone. But there was a time when people wore these sneakers. You may see some guys still wear them. They still, but don't be like I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, that movie right there, and that guy had fish in his damn shit walking down the street. And everybody started laughing at him because this is a real old style here. Fuck. Now, there's a lot of computer shit going on now, computer sneakers and everything. But the average basketball sneaker that motherfuckers used to wear and all, and white boys used to wear, all this shit is over with. And hats off, you can't never ever go nowhere and buy none of these style sneakers again. And that is that. That's a long gone. That's a long gone. It's all gone. Our next thing we're going to be looking at, now let's take a break because I know a lot of people, you know, like, time go by. Time goes by, my friends. Time goes by. And you can't rewind history. You can't go back in time. When something's gone, and it's gone. And that's one of them. Our next one we'll be looking at carrying on. I know some people say good fucking riddance with that shit. Anyway, ashtrays on the car door. Ashtrays on the car door. I remember this. Dating back to the 70s, the good old days, when you was a child, when you were young, and you tried to put your finger in one of these things, you used to, and your parents said, get your finger out of there. Why are you doing that? Why are you putting your finger in there? Because it's something kids used to do, you know? And then you could put your finger in your mouth. And sometimes you did that shit, and y'all 70 people, 60s out there who grew up in the 60s and 70s, and probably 50s, y'all know these things. Probably 80s, you know these things. You can put it right here, play with the ashtray on the car door. And that's really an ashtray on the car door. Now I remember, we just talked about this, that they had ashtrays on the bus. You used to ride the bus. And a bus, the window, they had ashtrays on a bus. Could you imagine being on a bus and seeing somebody smoke right beside you, smoking a cigarette? That's the 1970s, man. I mean, it would look so weird. Or like we saw this thing where we was watching a fast food restaurant and seeing somebody pull out a cigarette and sit in the dining room in the McDonald's or Burger King. And they were actually smoking a cigarette. It looked so weird, but that's freedom. That's the freedom we had, you know? It's amazing. It's just amazing. And you thought that they cared about our health. You know, when you look at them. No, let's talk the truth. Let's say the truth about shit. When you look at the world's condition today, you know it's because secondhand smoke and all that. So it look like secondhand smoke when you look around the world today, right now? Or they just don't want you to have shit. You know, it was just a freedom feeling to sit back and just smoke a cigarette, you know, right? And if you didn't smoke, tell the truth. It didn't bother you, man. Tell the truth. If it bothered you, they would have been stopped. Right, that's what I'm saying, a long time ago. They would have been stopped a long time ago if it bothered you. Right when they started to say you can do that, they would have stopped and say it bothers. How you gonna wait all these years then say, okay, it bothers? Oh, come on now, it didn't bother you, man. You know it. It didn't. And it was just amazing just to sit in a restaurant and see somebody smoking a cigarette. Really, really amazing time period. Really incredible time period, man. So, you cannot find an ashtray on a car door again. That's something you can't find. You're never going to find it again. They were the good old days, but they're long gone. Now the ashtray is up front, underneath the GPS or something like that that's in your car now, whatever you call that thing, that computer thing in your car. They up front now, but you're not going to find them on the car door anymore. It was very, very convenient for you, you know. But up front where they are now, yeah, it's convenient also. It's not like it's not. It is. So there you go with the cigarettes on the car door. That is a long gone. You're never gonna see it again. It's a long gone. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Speaking of that, I'm talking about the bus incident. Now, last time we had the last show, we spoke about the bottle caps, the soda can flip tops that was all over the place, and cigarette butts. Those cigarette butts used to be so disgusting. Yeah, because the ashtrays weren't that big, and if you're a heavy smoker, you fill them up in a second, dude, and it'd be just the most gross thing you can look at inside of a car and a car door. And when you open the car door, now check this shit out. Check this out. When you open the car door, the cigarettes fall out on the ground, no matter where you are. I mean, like you could be in some places really decent and mature and very handsome and clean and preppy, but once that car door flew open, cigarette butts fell in with other trash because you had this all stuffed in the door, the trash in the door. It really memories there when you see that, you know, little balls of paper. People used to chew Wrigley's gum. You see Wrigley's gum papers all on them. As soon as you open the door, they come falling down on the ground right in front of the door. And you never bend down and pick the shit up. You just never bend down and picked it up. You let it stay right there. And that's the way it was in the 70s and 60s. It was just a dirty fucking time. It was a dirty fucking time, man. So, and there you go with that. Yeah, and there you go with that, man. So, y'all, this next one is going to surprise you guys. This next one is really, really going to shock you guys. But nonetheless, that's what RBT does. We shock you from time to time. Now, check this one out. See if you can handle this. See if y'all can fuck with this. You cannot walk into a classroom. Now this is dealing with school. Kids in school, stuff like that. This is kind of hard to say. Yeah, this is kind of hard to say because it really holds a lot of feelings. Anyway, you cannot walk into a classroom and see a chalk board anymore. Now, you might still come across them in some classes, but for the most, I don't even think they took them out. There's no such thing as chalkboards anymore. You cannot write on a chalkboard again. They're all going from every school, and this is a memory. The chalkboard is a big memory of hearing teachers write with chalk. Come to think of it, you kind of wonder what they did with all the chalkboards and chalk itself. You know, what do you do with the chalk itself? You know, what did you do with the chalk? Where did it all go? They even had colored chalk. They had chalk in red, blue, orange, and teachers, they never get that shit. They never get it for the students. Only good teachers got it. Only good teachers went out and got the colored chalk and had fun on the chalkboard with students. But the mean teacher just got two kinds of chalk, white and yellow. And every time you saw that yellow chalk, it was a bad feeling when you saw teachers write with yellow chalk on that goddamn chalkboard. It was a bad feeling right there. It wasn't a comfortable feeling with the yellow chalk, and y'all know it. Anyway, chalkboards are no more existing in schools. Now they have, what I understand, they have, let me see, what do they call these things? Whiteboards or computer screen things there. Yeah. Computer, they whiteboards, stuff like that. Let me see. Hold on for a second here. Let me see if I can find out. But chalkboards are the things of the past. You cannot find chalkboards in classrooms anymore. Now they have markers, and they call it smart boards. They use smart boards. That's the whiteboards, and the teachers write on them with markers, and they can just write. They use them now. They don't. No, you can't find. It's hardly. You will be good if you come across a classroom that still uses chalkboard and chalk. You cannot not find any class that uses chalkboards. They all gone, guys. Erasers. I'm gonna teach you to get kids to do the erasers and all of that shit. All of it is flushed down the toilet. Can't use them no more. They all gone. Now they have these erase whiteboards now. They call them erase whiteboards. Erase whiteboards. They have them now. That's the old whiteboard. Or they have what you call a smart board. And that's the computer thing that teachers have now. But you will not find chalkboards anymore in schools. And that's memories there. You will never, the kids will never know the feeling of listening to teachers write with chalk and wanting to eat the chalk for some strange reason. Kids will never know the feeling of wanting to bite a piece of chalk. The kids will never know the feeling of washing. Remember when you had to wash the board? The sponges? The teachers got some kids to get sponges and go up there with some water and you put the sponge in the water. I did that I did that. Teacher got me to do that before. That was kind of fun. Washing a board with a thick sponge. The sponge is real thick and you put it in water and teacher got you to wash the boards. I like doing that. Yeah, I did that. That was fun. I did that. You cannot find chalkboards anymore because chalkboards are a long gone. It's found on Rashid's RBT, Rashid's video too. Now, we're going to move on with some other things here. Let's see. Let me write that down here. Yeah. A lot of memories with that, of teachers writing on these chalkboards and stuff. It's a lot of memory. All kind of shit come pouring through your. What you mean chalkboards are gone? What are you talking about? Believe it or not, chalkboards are things of the past. You cannot find them again, guys. And that's that. Our next one up that we're going to be talking about is another shocker. This is going to freak y'all out also. Grab hold of your seat. Grab hold of your sanity. Yeah, exactly. We're about to blow your sanity out because y'all not going to believe this. In fact, y'all might even call me a liar. They might even call us a liar on this damn thing, babe. They might even call us a goddamn liar. Now look at this. There's no more news vendors anymore. They're all gone. Now check that out. No more. How many times have you walked down a street and came across one of these things? How many times? Let's take a moment of silence. How about that? There's nowhere you will find one of these again. Now, social media got rid of all of these. Y'all do realize this. Why would you go on social media to purchase a chalkboard in the first fucking place? Because a lot of these things you can go online and get on, But some of these things, guys, are going for good. You can find them again. They're gone. And this is one of them right here because the social media directly got rid of this right here. You cannot go buy newspapers in these little things anymore, in these news cubicles. These little news vending machines. They are long gone. They had USA Today. I'm about to say USA for Africa, for fucking Christ's sake. They had USA Today. They remember the city paper. Remember the one in the orange one? That was, oh wow, yeah, that was memories with that one. Yeah, the city one. It was different names for the. It was, yeah, I don't know what the ones right off the back. The Daily News, the Enquirer, the New York Times, the New York goddamn Times, dude. They were disgusting. Nobody ever kept them clean. A soda machine. Now listen to this. Listen to this. A soda machine was cleaner than one of these things. Kids used to sit on these things. I mean, sometimes you'll see a group of kids just sitting on them, like monkeys, just sitting on them. You leaned up against them while you waiting for the bus. You leaned up against them. Someone was leaned over to the side because somebody leaned up against one so hard that it fucking leaned to the side. Sometimes you see them chained up, but knocked on the ground, but still chained up. So they was kind of like a pain in the ass. But did you ever go over there and put money in there and got out a paper? Because you could have done that just like you go up to a soda machine. They put money in there. As soon as you put your money in, you open it up and grab a paper. And if you was one of them conniving motherfuckers, if you was around, saw somebody, you look at them and go, you want the paper? I got it open. And you go over there and take it. Or somebody say, yeah, I'll get one. They walk over there and say, thanks a lot. There's a lot of people done that. Trying to be nice. Trying to be neighborly to people, you know? You always used to hear them slam. Remember that? You'd be walking down the street, then you hear them go, slam! Bang! Like you walking down the street, like bang, you know, because you take a paper and just let it go, and it just slams forward, you know, make this noise. You cannot do that again. You cannot go down there because you ain't gonna see none. You may still see some on the corner, diehard ones, but ain't nothing in them. I mean, Israelis gonna find one in them. If you come across any of this shit that I'm talking about, you are good because they do not exist anymore. So there you go with the newspaper vending machines, that the especially the USA Today thing. I mean, that's the one you always notice, the white one with and nobody ever kept them clean. The soda machine stayed clean, but these right here never fucking stayed clean, dude. They never stayed clean. Anyway, that's the end of the news venting machines. So if you walked down the street and you came across one and want to get a paper out of it and put some money in the whole shebang, you're gonna have trouble because they don't exist anymore. All right. The last one we're gonna be looking at. The last one we're going to be looking at is something that held dear to us. Sometimes we came across it when we was in trouble. Then we came across it when I'm talking about in trouble in school. Then we came across it when we saw somebody trying to achieve something like that. They weren't that bad to use. They weren't that bad to use. But, needless to say, we're keeping that in mind. With that being said, here it is, the electric typewriter. You cannot walk into a store and buy electric typewriters again. They are gone from the planet Earth. Unless you go online and order one, and that's different, like I said. But they are going from the planet Earth, guys. You cannot go into a store and purchase electric typewriters again. They are gone. The whole memory. I say it because the trouble thing, because when you was a child and got in trouble, you went to the principal office and you always heard them being used, you know. The electric typewriters had a ball. They didn't have their keys to just, you know, they had a ball that spins around. And that made it cool, like a disco ball. They had like a disco ball with numbers and letters on them. They didn't have the keys to just, you know, clank up like that. So they were very fast to use. As soon as you push the button, they go back. Because this is a ball that spins around. So that's cool. But sadly, you will never find electric typewriters again unless you're a die-hard typewriter-loving fan. Yeah, they're out there. And there's a whole lot of them that still like to use their typewriters. So I'm not saying you won't see them again. That's not what I'm saying. But you can't walk into a department store, right, absolutely, and purchase one, because they do not have them anymore. So if you have one, you know, you gotta hold on to it there. You gotta hold on to it because you're holding on to some real history there, because you sure can't walk into a store anymore and purchase an electric typewriter. They're gone from the planet Earth. They came in handy. They were taken over by the laptop or notebooks or iPads. They was all taken over by them. And these things are ancient history. They're dinosaurs. And you will never find one again. But there's still some people out there, like I said, that have theirs. But you can't walk into a store to buy one. Once again, you can't walk into a store to buy one. Unless you find a retro store or a garage sale or something like that, or a thrift store, you're probably going to get one. But other than that, you're not going to be able to walk into a store and purchase an electric typewriter. This is a long gone electric typewriter. And let's get one more bonus. How about that? Let's get a bonus one. Everybody likes a bonus. Let's get a bonus one. Let's get one. Let's get a bonus one. Okay. Let's see here. Here we go. We did that last time. Let's get something else. Here we go. You cannot walk into a store. You can't do it, y'all. And purchase a VHS rewinder. You can't do it. You know, I thought, now personally, let me tell you something about this one. To me, this is one stupid invention, because they said that when you rewind your cassette tapes to your VCR, it damages your heads. I've looked in there and seen the tape rewinding, and the heads wasn't even touching the tape. What the fuck are they talking about? I think this is the biggest rip-off from the beginning. I don't know who came up with this lousy-ass lie. But, you know, when it's rewinding, you usually can flap up the flat and look into the machine just to see if it's in the head. Don't even be nowhere near the tape. So what the fuck are you talking about? I think it was one of the biggest money grabbers around, but you still have people that look fancy when they use, here's a VHS tape rewinder. You know, use my VHS, I'm using my VHS tape rewinder. For what? It doesn't even make, they don't want to rewind it with their VCR. They had a special thing that they put it in to rewind their tapes. Well, I got news for you. y'all. You cannot walk into a store. Yeah, you can't walk into a store and buy a VHS tape rewinder again. They are history. They're a dinosaur. And I'm sure some people still have theirs somewhere. I'm sure there are people out there that still carrying around their VHS tape rewinders somewhere. They're gone from the planet Earth. They're in the graveyard. And you cannot walk into a department store like Gimbel's Macy's. I say Gimbels, fuck it. Gimbels, Macy's, what's another? Woolworth. Especially Woolworth. Woolworth sold a lot of these fucking things. Yeah, Woolworth sold a ton of these damn things. But, yeah, you're right, the store's going too. The stores that sold them is going. It's like, what the fuck, you know? You can't walk into a store and buy the motherfucker a tape rewinder. Now, who remember? Who? I mean, you got to be. I know you remember this, man. I know you remember this. A tape rewinder, dude. They say it saved your head, your VCR heads, to protect your VCR. Oh, that's the biggest crock of shit. It's a mentality that gets to me. You know, it's a mentality that gets to me. That's the end of this device. You cannot find one again. And not only is it the end of this device, right, but this is the end of the show. This is the end of the show, along with the end of these devices. So, but hopefully you'll see this show again. Yeah, we ain't gonna say you can see this show again, but boy, did we have fun. Did we go down memory lane of this fucking show here? It's a long gone. You can't get a VCR tape rewinder again. You can't get a see-through phone, sneakers, those hip-hop sneakers, Michael Jordan sneakers, a chalkboard, a news vendor, an electric typewriter, and a VCR tape rewinder again. Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club. Don't you see about me? Doesn't it sound like The Breakfast Club, the end of The Breakfast Club? Turn the music down. Let's try to do the end of The Breakfast Club with this. Wait a minute. You can't get a see-through phone. Sneakers. Michael Jordan sneakers, man. Michael Jordan sneakers, man. An ashtray for your car door. A chalkboard for my classroom. News vendor machines. Electric typewriter. Yeah, man, this is my VCR tape rewinder, man. You can't get them no more. Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club. Now check that shit out. That's Academy Award shit y'all listen to right there. I gave y'all that for free. That's the, hey, y'all carry that though. Hey, that's some awesome shit right there. Take care of it. Take care of it, what we just did for you guys. Anyway, what I just did for you, take care of it. We gotta head on out, and we see y'all on the next Long Gone. And we're gonna find out some other things that we don't have anymore. Okay? Have a nice evening, and good night.